Alrighty, this is going to take a little time because my driver's updated as well as a bunch of other things, which is why I'm running a bit late tonight. But it is what it is. The computer needed to update a bunch of stuff, so well, we're on now, and time to get things rolling. So let's get together and see who's in the voice chat. Just Philip. Okay.
Hi, Trace.
Hello. Computer updates are so much fun.
Again? Jesus Christ with these updates.
Graphics drivers, stuff on Steam. Yeah, it's been it is what it is. So looks like Lynn's tired after all her peach preparations today.
Actually, I don't think that's exactly what's it. She just showed the jam. So I think she has the other stuff to do.
Well, no,
So.
the first picture is the stuff that gets turned into the pie filling.
Oh, okay.
The second one is a gigantic bucket of something, which I guess is the
that was
jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the pinkish red stuff.
yeah.
That's the jelly. And then she showed the bottle saying 48 bottles.
48.
Yeah, I know.
28 jars, 4.0.
28? I thought she said 48.
Oh, wait a minute. She's got 4 8-ounce jars, and 24 4-ounce jars. Yep, 28 jars.
Oh, okay.
Which is a heck of a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, just the rendering of all that stuff down into a jelly is.
Yep. She said she wanted to pick us something too, if I recall.
The peppers. She's got to pickle the peppers,
okay,
so she may be doing that now.
Yeah. I found something odd down here.
Sure you did.
And do you know of any locked region south by southeast of the bubble?
I do not have a catalog of the locked regions, but it doesn't surprise me that there are more.
Because there's a string of systems that should mean I should be able to jump there, but a lot of the systems are saying I can't. I'm going to get closer to see if I can get more detail on why it won't let me in there.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
And I found a high-value system here. 4 terraformables, 2 water worlds, and 1 of them is terraformable.
Huh.
Someone actually scanned 4 planets in this system, but for some reason they didn't scan any of the high-valued ones.
They'll probably just scanned whatever came through at the beginning. Hello, James.
Hi, James. No, I had to manually scan too, so it's not like they were close enough to the start to be auto-scanned. It's weird. Why would you start scanning and then omit the 2 blatant water worlds that are all alone in that water world region?
I don't know.
I mean, I can understand maybe just skipping the high-value missions, but it's hard to see the water worlds there and go, I don't want any water worlds today.
Well, they're the 2 that were scanned close to the star. They may have just got them in passing.
They're probably relatively so, I'll tell you in a minute.
It's planets 1 and 2, right?
Planet 1 and 2, and their 2 moons.
Yeah, they're probably close enough they just caught it on the way by. Either as they were scooping or as they were jumping up.
Oh wait, I'm 330 light seconds from the main star, so I can't tell you how close they are to the primary
In other
star
words,
and
they're
one.
really close.
Wait, I can tell by clicking the primary star, see how close the primary star is to me compared to that. Oh, yeah, they're close.
Yeah, so
Okay,
there's no mystery there. They got them for free as they were jumping through. Okay.
I am 329,981 light seconds from it, and the primary star to me is 329,490 seconds. So it's 500 light seconds from the main star
Yeah,
on the dot,
or
basically.
less because of the angles.
Mm, Now to get this last order world. But it's still
System scans
not
complete.
something you should be able to get just by scooping. It's still 500 light seconds.
That's close enough.
Frameshift drive
Or,
charging.
it's not just scooping, but if they were on the direction where they happened to be in orbit at that point in time, they'd go right by them. Pick them all up. Yep.
Especially if in an anaconda, you know how those things
3,
kind of
Doesn't
just
matter. All ships take about the same time to
one.
ramp up unless you've done something funky with the
I
engineering on
don't
your
know.
FSD.
Anacondas can scoop and zoom past the star like it's not even there.
Sure, but it still takes the same amount of time for the FSD to boot up.
Oh, yeah.
And so you still get the same distance, or approximately, depending on how fast you went whipping around the star. So you come whipping around the star, start heading out towards your destination. You'll pick up 3 or 4 of them along the way if they're close. Yeah, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Fuel filling complete.
Oh, are you discovering things today?
I've only got 23 jumps.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're going to scan stuff today,
Yeah,
right?
I'm no longer in a hurry here.
Yep. You have like 4 days or something.
I got a couple of days, but only 23 jumps, so
Yeah.
I may be in this system for a little bit.
You could do that in like 15 minutes almost.
No, it's 1 minute per
Yeah.
jump, Philip.
What? No, it doesn't take. It takes like 30 seconds per
If you
jump.
count scooping, it's 1 minute per jump.
Oh, okay.
That's what I allow for, 1 minute a jump.
It actually ends up being, on average, slightly longer than a minute, but that's okay.
Yep. That's kind of close to this border world. Not like commanders with these super probes. Go.
System scan complete.
System map. Alrighty. Geo2, no thank you. Geo. Bio2. Let's go look.
What's all this? They got the water world this time, but still, they got 6 yeah, 6 planets, if, 6 planetary bodies, and it's a 9 planetary body system. Fine. Scan the rust. It's dice worlds they ignored. I see. They actually got all the potentially valuable as well as the valuables in this. There could be bios on those ice worlds though.
Yeah, but back in the pet day, who cared? It didn't give you
Yep.
anything extra.
Yeah. Yeah, and besides, there was no erasure of data this time, so someone might have not even been out here
In a
during
long
the
time.
Odyssey days.
Yep. Huh, 2-prober. Okay, just fire a probe at it.
Yeah, just fire and leave. Nothing to see here.
Let's see what we got for bios.
Oh,
Surface
that's
scan
interesting.
by 50%.
Bacteria and
Surface scan
Funticula.
complete.
Oh,
And
nice.
they basically cover the same area. Okay, fine.
It's a terraformable that hasn't been probed, just discovered.
Well, lucky you.
Yep, and the water world too. Damn. Ignoring them. Okay, I'll get them.
Sounds like you're
And
in an area that people just pass through.
yeah. Yeah, it does seem that way.
Orbital flight engaged.
Well, I mean, probing them gets me a decent chunk of change. Might as well. No bios though. Yeah, it seems like this route, the systems anyone's been to are just systems people jump through trying to get to the abyss? Boy, they probably got upset if they ran into the lock systems that I'm guessing is out there. Don't know how far that runs though.
That looks like something.
Is it though? Looks and it is it are two
Deploy
different
landing
things.
gear.
Landing
you're
gear
landing.
deployed.
Your bios there?
Yeah, fonticula and bacteria.
Oh, okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, that's a good combo of Fonticula on a two bio planet. That's a good find. Usually, more times than not anyway. I know they changed it up, but more times than not, it's still something like Stratum or Toltec.
They didn't change anything up, Philip. It's just the RNG.
Yes, exactly. They increased RNG to
No,
allow
no, no, no,
more
no, no,
things.
no, 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 no. Nothing's been changed since it was released. It's just the way the RNG works. That's all.
According to Lynn, it was changed.
Not that I've heard of, but
Lynn's the one who told me things are different now. When I
Huh.
came back and started bio searching.
oh, since you
That-
came back, yeah. Well, but I mean, it's been the same for oh God, a long time.
Really? Gonna leave me at 79%?
Ah, that's what bacteria look like. Okay.
What's that mean?
Well, yeah, bacteria looks a little different on each planet.
Yes, but
So,
you said it like it was like something really different.
now it's this funky planet I'm on here. Here,
One second, let me look at this.
let me kick that in, and so you can see the lovely planet that I'm on.
Well, that's not bacteria.
No, that's
It's a
the fonticula.
Yeah. It's a pretty typical fonticula.
Now, let me see. Where's the?
Oh, it's underneath your ship. I caught a glimpse. Yeah,
No,
right.
that's the lights from the ship.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a interesting light show your ship gives off then.
Huh. Well, maybe.
Are you
I see.
sure? That's pretty
Yeah, it
damn.
doesn't change color.
Okay.
That's where the SRV bay is.
You should jump on top of your ship. You'll get it.
Why?
Because if you were close enough, flying above, you're not really going to. More fonticula?
Yeah, I gotta go a little further. They're a bit too close. Oh, there's one over here I can go to. Ball.
Ouch. See all the damage us humans do? All the disturbance to the environments? Without a care in the world. Okay, that is the lights on your ship. That's
Yep.
so weird.
Nah, that's just
No
the.
other ship does that.
Oh, I'm sure there are others that have different light patterns underneath.
Yeah, in
That just
front of
happens to
it.
be the Diamondback Explorer's pattern. All right, now.
It's
No.
definitely an interesting planet. Could be confusing to find this bacteria.
Well, the
But
bacteria is being hiding.
it's in one of those grayer patches and it's like white or something.
That's what I was thinking, but I haven't had one that I'm sure of. Had a couple of things that I thought were it, but
Um, they really need to upgrade the pulse scanner to work on BIOS. You know, the one you can equip to your ship using on asteroids usually. Let it usable on BIOS.
that would be
Now,
interesting.
how about that thing in front of you, right? To the right and slightly down. Is that a thing? No, the same color thing. To the left, you see that lighter cream color?
What's this?
There's something down there.
Oh, another fonticula.
Oh, fonticula, yeah. That lighter color to the left.
To the left, to the left.
Right, up. Right in front of you.
Up here?
What's
No,
that?
that's just some light
Okay.
sand. What's this over here?
Nothing.
No, that's nothing either.
It has a pattern too. That's gonna suck. Usually, only the bacteria have patterns.
No,
And like stratum.
a lot of planets have patterns.
Yeah, but not so similar to the bacteria.
Shadow.
I don't see anything unusual that sticks out. Oh, well, more than anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely got some splotchy terrain.
Yeah. But it's so consistent. Once you scan one and realize it's not a bacteria, it's like, oh.
Well, the thing is, I don't know what the bacteria here looks like, so yeah, I'm sweeping the reticle over whatever the heck lines up, and of course, once I see it, it will probably be obvious. I'll get a little more height to see if I can.
That. Nothing. There's so many goddamn different shades here.
Yeah.
And they're all shaped, except for the larger gray areas, they're all shaped like they could be bacteria.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll show up eventually.
Well, have fun, sucker. Damn, I hope I don't find a planet like that.
I found a bunch of them. Eventually, you find something that resolves.
This water planet over here that someone graciously left for me. Thank you for the present, whoever. One second.
What's this over here?
What's up? What's his name?
It's a rock.
A red REDDEF. Thanks for the gift.
What do we got over here? Bingo.
What, you found it?
Yeah.
Is it obvious? Or is it
Relatively, when you're at a
blended?
distance. When you're at a distance, it's pretty obvious. When you're close up, it kind of fades.
I think I might have thought that you were. Is it slightly off color from this regular ground?
Yeah. Yeah, let me cut up. I put my foot gear into it.
That's yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's the thing.
Oh, no, it's not bad.
And those are the harder ones to get because they don't have a circular pattern. They're just cracks.
That's okay. It's okay, because now watch what happens when I get a little ways away from this thing.
Second, I'll open that back up. I see where it should be, but...
Well, it's right in front of me here in the current stream, right?
Yeah.
But if I go back and a little ways away... Now look here, see how it stands out?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
but
so...
it's still a similar color to other things.
Yeah, but it's not.
That is weird.
It's not. These things are greens and other things. That is a slate gray. So now that I know I'm looking for that...
When you go closer, you'll see it's not...
right. I mean, these other things, when they, you know, as you come up on them, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I get you.
So now I know what I'm looking for. Now we got to go a little distance here before I start looking for another one, so that I get beyond the minimum distance.
Just boost once you're good. You'll be good.
And then there's probably one right here. Nope. So now I just slow down and I look. Oh, that's Fonticula.
That is such a planet that you would find Fonticula.
How about that? No, it's not going to be that. So now it's just a matter of, you know, slowly going around and looking, and eventually I'll find another one. That's not, but it kind of half looked that way. So we'll just head this way for a little bit. And one should show up somewhere. This one is not, but I'll scan over it anyway. What's that? No. I honestly thought that one was one. This one's being a little bit tough.
Of course it is. You have a little dot. And you're hoping to either be far enough away that it does that thing, or that you accidentally run over it with that dot of yours. Dots are not great.
I'm not really worried about that little dot. I'm watching the terrain to find things somewhat like this here that disappear as I get closer to them.
On the road.
This looks like one right here. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Yep. Oops. Oops. Still in front of me. Okay. There it is. Here's number 2.
Ooh. The Kodak. What's that?
It's an oatmeal pattern. How nice.
Oh, there's a T-star in the system, huh?
Alright, now I only need to find one more.
Another Kodak? No. 2 T-stars. Are they different rates? Different classes? Different class T-stars. No, 1 T-star. The codex thing just bugged out. Didn't tell me what the codex is for. It's already discovered, so scoop.
Funky looking rock. There's the last one. Oh, Jesus, a whole bunch of
I
them
heard
right
the
here.
beep.
There's like 4 of them right here.
I heard the beep.
Yeah. There we go. We're done with that.
Another already discovered system. Although I should check to see if there are any terraformables, especially with this A-class star here.
System map. So 2 there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there. Those 2, since it's the next planet, are going to be exactly the same thing. So I'll just move on to the next. Try landing gear.
Landing gear retrieved.
You mean can't comply?
Engage.
Jump faster? There you go. That was weird. It told me it wouldn't allow me to jump for some reason. It said cannot comply. Don't talk back to me, ship. Jesus.
That does it. I'm going to have to program every ship in the game to talk back to you, Philip.
Oh, it really did that, and then like 5 seconds later, I hit the button and it works.
Oh, it's usually
Nothing
target
else
obscured.
changed. No, nothing was in the way. I was clear.
Sure you were.
Frameshift drive charging.
Stupid AI computer needs some tuning or something. Needs a diagnosis.
Oh, I don't think it's the computer that needs the diagnosis.
I was really clear.
Uh-huh. So you think.
What's going on, guys?
My computer's not listening to me.
He's blaming his own capabilities on the computer failing.
I was clear. Nothing was obstructing my jump point, though.
Uh-huh. Sure.
No, I was in Super Cruise. I'm heading straight towards the jump window. Nothing's obscuring it. I hit the jump key and it says cannot comply. 5 seconds later, no changes to anything, and it lets me jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sounds like you had too much fuel on board.
I don't think so.
Too much mass.
Finally,
System
a
mem-
system back to finding systems that haven't been discovered.
Frameshift drive charging.
Who's that?
4, 3, 2,
Someone.
So tomorrow I have a meeting on my schedule for work.
Okay.
It's called the help desk meeting. Help desk issue.
That doesn't sound very fun.
I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
fuel skipping.
That's very suspicious.
Yeah.
Fuel skipping complete.
Well, it could be worse. It could be from human resources.
Frameshift drive charging.
It might be. I don't know.
Oh.
It popped up today.
Did you have any weird experiences with women? You getting me too or something?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
What a question.
Well,
Right?
considering the situation and the era we're living in, I would be worried that it's something like that.
A help desk meeting? No.
Not like I said, at least it's not from human resources. He should be.
No, it's
can't
from
be
the
too
IT
bad.
department.
Yeah, the CIO put it on my calendar.
Why would they want to talk to you?
It's probably due for a computer upgrade.
Oh.
No, it's more like the entire department's in trouble and we're probably going to be replaced by an MSP.
That's bad.
Usually that doesn't come from a help desk meeting.
Yeah.
That's an HR meeting.
Yep.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's probably they're going to start telling us that and we'll be like, well, what do we do about it? Well, get caught up on your tickets. We need help for that because most of them we can't do. They refuse to hire more people for the help desk, so
Ooh,
we've got.
7 miles.
System scan.
I'm sure Trace can understand this. We've got 700 users, 5 help desks.
That's not a very good ratio.
No.
Yeah, it should be much higher amounts of
Help desk.
help deskers.
Yeah. Ooh, that mean. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. That could very well mean a lot of people are being laid off soon.
Which that would come from HR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to come.
Hmm.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, okay. Then, did you guys screw up and make a big screw up recently that you are aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Weird.
Yep.
It could be one of those stupid seminars. They
No.
No,
force.
it's an actual meeting.
Oh, it's an actual meeting? Okay, not one of
Yep.
those dumb.
We don't do seminars.
Oh, okay.
I'm just hoping it's not pink slip pass out time.
That would
Is it in the
that would be a
morning
different
or
meeting.
at night? Yeah, is it in the morning or at the end of the day?
Temperature critical.
Somewhere in the
Fuel
morning.
skipping complete.
It's at 9 a.m. We all start at like different times, but earliest of us goes in at 7.
It
Latest
might
of us
not
goes
be
in at
bad
8.
news. You might have lucked out. It might not be bad news.
Not with this company. All good news comes from email, and bad news comes from a meeting.
Crap. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around?
Nope.
Even? Wow, okay. Yeah, usually bad news is like either you barely hear about it before it hits you, or they give it to you at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is, but we'll find out.
Yeah, it might be what Trey said. Like, they have to update your
System scan
computers and some
complete.
crap.
Well, no, if it's a
Might be
group
something stupid
if
like
it's a
that.
group meeting, it won't be that.
Yeah. I've already got as updated a computer as it is possible.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got my work computer is the only one in the company running Windows 11.
Mm.
And
System
I
map.
keep it up to date.
You've been using it for only work, right?
Duh. It
Okay.
stays at work.
Yeah, just making sure people do stupid things at work at
I
their work
know.
computer.
I know.
He's in the IT department. Of course he knows that.
yeah,
No one in
He doesn't
IT
see the
departments are
filtered emails.
stupid
Yeah.
enough.
yeah. They know they're
Frameshift
being
drive
tracked.
charging.
Yeah.
Not necessarily tracked, but we know what's going on.
What's the last department you lay off? IT.
Yep.
3, 2,
Unless you're switching to an MSP.
True, but even then you need a transition team.
Yep.
The stratum. Oh, these fungoid. Oh,
system
Pexel.
scan
There we
complete.
go.
There's two other
Pick the beast.
possibilities. Either your company is acquiring another one, or your company is being acquired.
That
Either
would
way,
suck.
it's the IT folks who have to know early.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuel skipping
On the
complete.
other hand, it's the IT
Temperature
will
critical.
likely keep their jobs. So,
Well, at least until 6 months after the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. It's a help desk issue meeting.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So
They
something is
actually
going
use the
on.
word
System
issue?
map.
Yep.
Oh shit. That's not good. They usually downplay it.
Charging.
They probably are downplaying it.
That's what's worrying.
Yep.
If they use the word issue, that's a big problem.
4, 3, 2,
I hope they don't assassinate you.
Too late.
Unless they're getting rid of the outsourcing the entire department, it ain't gonna be a pink. It's not gonna be a pink slip party.
We don't know that yet.
I've been through a pink slip party. It wasn't
Really?
fun. Yeah.
complete.
They called 2 meetings at the same time. Some people were in one meeting and the others were in the other meeting. One of the 2 meetings got pink slipped. Everyone in it.
Oh, yeah. Huh. At least they gave them the dignity of telling them to their face.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well,
Yeah, there's been companies that didn't do that.
they kind of had to, because it was the investors who fucked up.
So they got severance pay then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a layoff. It
That's
wasn't.
different than a pink slip in the traditional sense. In the traditional sense, you get a kicking ass and out the door you go. With
Not
followed
in
by
software.
security guards.
Not in the software engineering and not in the software
Fuse complete.
professions. You always get a severance.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Sign
ain't
Do a
much.
lot of damage if disgruntled employees can do quite a bit of damage.
Yes, they make sure that
They're
despite the
locked
fact
out
that
of
you
the
and you know this was the investors screwed up. They brought in some new investors, and the new investors apparently had a competing investment, and they fucked us over.
like intentionally?
Yes,
Holy shit.
yes,
I
they
hope they ended up kicking out the new investor.
no,
Wow.
new investor had controlling shares.
Oh damn, did he? Shit. That's a bad situation.
Yeah, they basically shut down then sold the company
Oh,
to try and save their investment in another company
oh my goodness.
that was basically in a competing space.
Isn't
Oh.
that unlawful?
No,
Yeah, it is.
No?
nope,
Yeah, it is.
nope.
It's called whatchamacallit, some, corporate, espionage.
Nope, that's
How
not
is
the
it not?
definition. They basically bought the company and shut it down.
Yeah, but they might have had controlling shares, but I'm sure a lot of people, they couldn't have
Doesn't
that
matter.
money.
51% shut down. Bye, gone.
And they got away with this shit?
Happens all the time.
Yep.
Perfectly legal. If you get controlling share, you can just shut it right down. Bye. System map. Oh, nothing landable. Okay.
People wonder why I hate shareholders. Especially stock market type of shareholders. I'm not talking about private investors. I'm talking about the publicly traded bullshit.
No, that's not where this comes from. It was an investment group. So it was really, really big money. So they basically made a $6 million investment to try and
Why could
rescue an $18 million investment.
Humorous of it all.
It happens.
And they just had like 51%. Well, why not just buy the whole company out then?
Because it's
Stop
more
being
expensive that
douches
way.
about it.
If you only have to pay for 51% of something to achieve your ends, why would you pay for 100%? That's
Yeah,
throwing
but
away money.
well, there's other resources the company has besides the company
Uh,
itself.
Yeah, well, whatever. They achieved their goals for the minimum price it took to do so.
Yeah.
For them, it was a good decision. For
Yep, we
the
got rid of some competition.
yeah, get rid of the competition by buying them out and shutting them down.
Why the economy is so shit in this country? Because we allow publicly traded companies to bullshit like this.
It's a free market, Philip. If it wasn't, things would be far worse.
Damn it, that's not the tactoid.
Yeah, it's the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hope someone stole that gold from them.
No, they sold the dregs off to another company,
Mm.
which then weakened that company enough that somebody else bought them.
What a what we
Yeah, well.
that's what's the one.
And then that company open sourced what they bought, which then, basically their products were based on it. So it meant that
Okay.
they're basically it made sure that their
System
base
scan complete.
It's
never
more
went away.
secure
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty smart, gamesmanship on their part.
Yeah.
System map.
That makes sense. I
And the
mean,
company,
especially with the way things were going. Jeez.
yeah, and the company that tanked our company got
Your
away
company.
with a small profit.
Oh, this happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Company I was working for. The investors didn't do.
Wasn't the one that's tied with all the government contracts, was it?
No,
Oh, okay. I was going to say then it is illegal.
no. That is a government laboratory. That doesn't go nowhere.
Okay, I was going to say if someone's trying to tank a company
It
with
can't be because
government
it's not publicly traded. It's
Oh, okay. It's a private company.
no, it's government owned.
It's government.
It's a government
actual
freaking lab,
government.
okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
Well,
going nowhere.
government outsources a lot of stuff to private companies, so I didn't know.
No, it is a federal research center.
Oh, okay.
It is wholly owned by
Yeah,
the Air Force. Okay?
It's not going anywhere, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, literally the budget
Not
for
unless
it
they
is
want to silence people.
the budget for the place I was working consisted of several lines in the congressional budget.
Mm.
Okay, it's not private. It's part of the federal government.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yes,
No
that's
wonder what
very
they're
different.
researching.
I will neither confirm nor deny anything you try and figure out.
Oh, I'm just saying, I wonder. I'm not going to try to figure it out.
Actually, you will find my name on the final report for the FAA Next Gen Tower project.
Cool. You're designing the software for that? Parts
Yes,
of it?
I integrated the camera system.
Oh, cool.
Come on, it said there were cactoids down here. All I found was
So
that
it was
toxic.
It was a real fun project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to go down to Dallas Fort Worth, and they installed my camera on the roof of the Central Tower,
Yes.
2 of them.
Oh okay.
And I could basically on my camera watch planes come in and leave, and
Cool.
it basically proved that what it would take to upgrade the airport control systems for
So basically, you were running a demo, a live demo, on their tower to show.
actually during one of the things they took over live control.
Oh okay. That looks like it might be the geckos.
It was a project to basically determine the feasibility of adding certain extra controls and other things and
Yeah.
changing the paradigm on how
Like I said, it's a live demo.
it
It's a
was live
smaller
for.
version of something that it's going to be enlarged if successful.
Oh, they took the entire for. Well, yeah. If this rolls
Yeah.
out, I mean, it's gonna revolutionize air traffic control.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't say if. It has already been bid on and has gone to development at private companies to put the system in place. So,
Nice. It's not
So
an if, it's a when.
yes,
Shouldn't
ex-
they already be done, or is the government in its current state dragging its feet?
the government's not dragging its feet. It takes a long time to take something from a lab project to full production.
How long ago was this?
It was a while ago.
Oh,
And you wouldn't even know if it went live. It probably wouldn't even make the news.
yeah, not mainstream news.
Correct.
You would have to go to the most obscure places to find stuff like that.
Well, you might find it
I know
on the
some science
pilot.
can.
You might find it on the United States Pilots Federation news page
Yeah.
that it's gone live at a certain airport. Um,
Yeah.
but I know that this it was a very they literally ended the investigation a couple of years early because we did such a great job. Um,
Nice.
Unfortunately, no. There's no chance of me getting a consulting gig with that. I don't even know who got the final bid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that got me down. I mean,
Although next time they want to tweak something, they might call you because your name's on it, right? So
my name's on the final report. Yes.
as lead designer.
No, they don't. They don't designate who did what. They just
Oh,
put the
really?
names on the thing.
Okay.
And no, I wasn't lead designer. That was a friend of mine. Actually,
Oh,
the same
okay.
person who introduced me to Elite.
So it was him. Okay.
He's the one that introduced me
know-
to Elite and got me hooked on it.
Okay.
Although it didn't take me much to get hooked on it. He pointed
Yeah.
it out to me, showed me a couple of things, and I decided to go buy the game at a cheap
Yeah.
throttle and stick.
If you stumbled past it by accident, you would have been instantly drawn to it anyway.
Maybe. I'll never, I heard about No Man's Sky, and I heard about Elite, and I heard about whatever the other one is. I'm like, yeah, they'll suck just like all the other ones do.
Yep.
And then he got interested, and he's like, "You gotta see this." I'm like, "Shit, looks like they got a decent flight model on that." So I went and I bought the game and a cheap throttle and stick. Played around with it a little bit and said, "You know what? I'm going to get a real throttle and stick." So I went from a cheap $50 throttle and stick to a $500 throttle and stick. And that, as they said, is that. I've been playing ever since.
Speaking of, I saw one of those videos that I play it so you don't have to. That's only 2 days old. It was on it was on Odyssey. No, it was on Elite Dangerous in general, and he had nothing to say bad about it. It was hilarious. You open up the video expecting him to hate it, and
Yeah, I'm
have him
playing this so
laugh.
you don't have to. And
Yeah,
then he's like, "Holy shit, this is good."
yeah,
Yeah, it's you know, Odyssey got a whole lot of bad press because it got released too soon, too buggy. But
yep,
at this point,
yeah.
it's a pretty
It,
damn good
it was
game.
only a 2-day-old video, so
Yeah.
I had to click it when the store was only 2 days old. Wonder what he's going to say about it, and it was like, oh, okay, that was painless.
Even 6 months ago, I mean, there's a whole lot of things you could
Yeah,
have said bad about it.
I don't know. I mean, there were a few missions broken. I
Mhm.
mean, stability wasn't that great, but
Right. Well, at this
I
point,
mean,
as
it
far as
wasn't
as far
bad.
as MMOs, this Elite is the lowest bug rate MMO I've ever played, other than when it was Horizons, but it's quickly getting back to the point it was then. The team at Frontier is doing a great job at taking care of all of the major problems, solving them, gone. And for an MMO company to do that shows a huge investment in the game in the future of the company. Otherwise, they would be cramming features in just to try and hold people.
Yep.
Instead, they're doing the right thing and solidifying
Yeah.
the game.
I
And
I I can only name like three games, three MMOs on my off the top of my mind. That's like this.
I've played several, and by far, Elite is the lowest bug rate, the highest quality of any of them.
Are you counting only space?
No,
MMO? Okay.
no, I'm talking Age of Wushu, Nine Dragons.
I
Um,
tried Age of Wushu. It was okay, but it was a clone of other games, and it wasn't the best clone.
uh,
Guild Wars.
Guild Wars.
Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, of course
What was
that's
the
going
other
to be a
one?
buggy mess.
World of Pansy Craft.
Yeah.
Surface scan.
World of
You like that one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Surface scan complete.
I hate
I also
that
call
game
it World of
so bad.
Wusscraft.
Yeah, I hate that game so bad. It wasn't even that good when it first came out, and I'm not talking about whether it was buggy or not. I'm talking about as a concept, as a game in general. There were
Yeah.
better MMOs out there, way
Wow.
better, and it pisses me off that that game, that piece of shit, got all the credit in the world just because Blizzard threw billions of dollars at marketing.
Mm,
Yep.
It was thrown in people's faces nonstop, every other commercial, sometimes twice in a row. That's why that game became popular, not because it's good.
hmm
And it pisses me off.
Welcome to reality. Marketing, marketing, marketing.
And the thing is, most people barely market MMOs in general.
Yep. Well, a lot of times
In
you
fact,
don't.
Elite Dangerous got more marketing than most MMOs.
You know, a
So
lot.
did
Yeah.
Atlantica Online. Go on.
Orbital
A
flight
lot of
engaged.
MMOs don't really require a whole lot of hype because they announce they're coming out and all the gaming
Yeah.
magazines cover them. And
Yep.
so, it's all they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Um,
But the problem is, after the primary rush, it is about word of mouth. And if you don't have a lot of people spreading it,
yep.
it it will remain popular, but it won't become known.
Right.
There will be like 50,000 people playing it or something, which is a lot in most cases. if it's at any given time,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good amount. But without constant word of mouth, it doesn't grow.
Yep. And you know where No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, and I forget what the other one is, all came out around the same time, or
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. Yes.
Goddamn, the scam of the century.
Well, I don't know. It's playable.
It's playable, but it's not a cohesive game.
No, it
It's
isn't.
in segments called
It's a
modules.
It's
You
an
can't even
experiment.
boot it up as one whole thing.
That
It's weird.
that game has so much scope creep.
Yeah, it's all about content creep.
Concha. Okay.
Yeah,
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
feature creep at its worst. And
creep.
frankly, I think it's intentional. The fact they spend more time adding more ship packages and stuff, and there's no end in sight. I mean, I think their incompetence led them to the idea, oh wait a second. Yeah, we didn't mean this, but look at what's happening. And they just went with it, and
You know,
horrible.
it's kept them in jobs for years. It's not
Well, they had to shut
horrible.
down a few studios because just like any company that wants to be too big for their own head,
Hmm.
they decided, oh, let's open up a branch at different countries all around the world. It's the dumbest crap. Pick a country and open. If you find people you want to hire, you pay them to move there. Jesus Christ. People overcomplicating the simplest of things. Why? The whole idea. Oh, it's so bad.
No, and I know the reason they do that, especially in gaming industry. Okay. You have to you're looking for a certain quality of programmer.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, they burn through them like there's no tomorrow. But because of the way the tax laws work around the world, they have to basically open up local offices in different countries.
That's if they're releasing physicals or making actual physical product.
No, so long as they're paying people to work for them.
Well, they can pay people to move there. I mean,
No, that don't work.
it works in the U.S.
Not as well as you think.
Companies are always paying people to
move, yes.
Yeah.
And only a fraction of the people who you make that kind of offer to ever accept it. And if you're looking for,
It's a big step.
a certain quality of programmer, that just doesn't fly.
Splitting your workload between multiple countries doesn't
It's
really
fine.
fly either.
Oh, yes, it does.
Because you have to spend all the time transferring data back and forth, and
Philip,
not to
what do you know about I mean, literally.
Chris Roberts is a goddamn control freak.
Well,
Literally
that may
has
be
to
true.
run everything past him before it gets okay.
Oh no,
And
I'm sliding down the hill.
imagine I have to make a copy of everything you do, send it to them like twice a week, and then you have to wait for it to get okay. Half your time's being wasted doing that. Goddamn, scan it. Stupid ground. You're in the way. Yeah. Closer.
And now more than ever, it's really easy to make a globally dispersed team of software
Especially
engineers.
with
There
the
we
internet.
I mean, the way GitHub works, okay, it's so easy to have a distributed development.
Yeah, there's systems like Dropbox too, or sites like Dropbox.
No, no, no. God, no.
What?
So I can tell you've
It's
never
it-
tried to use Dropbox. It's certainly not a code repo.
I used it in a limited sense. I didn't.
Very limited because it doesn't
Yeah.
work that way. Dropbox is just a way to transfer files, okay? It's not source control. Anybody who tries to convince you it's source control is an idiot.
No one tried to convince me that. Nor did I think it was such.
Well, that software development is done using a source control system.
Yeah, but it's usually done in a local sense.
Oh,
like a
not even. No, no, no.
on a
Fuck
network.
no, not anymore. My God. There's companies that provide source control hosted out on the internet, secure.
What's another company to handle your source code?
Oh, hell yeah.
What?
You set up a
It's-
contract with them, it's private, no problem.
Okay. People, computers offer enough issues without trusting your hopes and dreams to another company.
God. It costs so much less to do it that way.
Yeah, I know.
You know, a lot more
At
and
least if something goes wrong, I mean, it's your own damn fault if you have the source code and you somehow put it in a vulnerable spot.
oh, you
Now,
don't even
if
know.
someone
That's
else
to your
does
host.
it, you're just an idiot.
Nope, there is legal action you can take against them.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can take legal, but that doesn't get your code back. That's
It does.
that's the
Yeah,
problem.
he's trying to tell me the pros and cons of things, and he's got it completely wrong. Yeah. I actually do this for a living, Philip.
And you trust other companies with your source code.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Jira? Yeah, no problem. GitHub? Yeah, sure. Well, Jira's for defect tracking, but
I hope you make copies of everything.
why?
Oh my god, you don't?
Of course not. That's the responsibility of the source control system.
So you have no backup if all hell breaks loose.
The source code is reliably backed. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
You know, GitHub is a professional provider of source control. They don't lose anything, and nobody who doesn't belong, have appropriate access to it can get in. Thank you. They are far more secure even than most companies' own internal intranets.
Damn the
Because it's
goddamn
their
thing.
job to be. You know, it isn't some fly-by-night organization.
Yeah, but how many companies have a job that something's their job that they end up screwing up majorly? And sure, they end up getting sued because of it, but that doesn't fix the issue. It just helps.
Mitigates the cost if it ever
Yeah.
happens, but you know
Yeah.
what? These companies generally don't get hacked because they have professional IT departments with professional security people whose job it is to keep it from happening.
I wasn't even thinking of hacking, but yep, that's another thing that can happen.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
It can happen to
Okay.
anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually far more likely to have your own private internal
Well,
systems hacked.
that's only if it's connected to the net.
No, even then. If someone who has access to the internet has access to your internal stuff, they can sidestep with privileges.
I'm gonna have to go back to space to find my last sample of cactoid. Finding everything but cactoid. I think it wandered outside its region. Because I'm also finding OCs all of a sudden.
But that's, you know, there's several competing top-end companies that provide professional level of source control. Okay, and that is the entire thing that they exist by, is providing professional level source control. That's their entire business. You think that?
None of them, there was never any big screws with any of them?
No.
Okay.
It basically doesn't happen.
Damn, it's 10 already?
Yeah.
Shit. Why is it still like 110 degrees? God damn it. I hate summers. Wait, it's not even... Actually, it is summer now.
Yes, Midsummer's Eve has passed.
Yeah. But it's barely even summer. It's not even like August. God
Oh, look, it's a bacteria. All right, I will park by the bacteria. Maybe I will park by the bacteria. It's on a slope.
Is that your third sample, or you already had it?
I got my third sample of the first thing I was looking at. Oh, and now there's a sample of something else here. I just got to find somewhere to park because it's on a relatively steep slope here. But I'm out of time, so I'm just going to park and call it a night. There we go. Alrighty.
Come on, give me my last cactoid.
Since it is a work night, I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
But yeah, when it comes to source control, these days, unless you're using one of the public source control sites, I mean, you're throwing away money. Because with the modern VPNs and the secure access to those sites, it's so much cheaper to use those sites, and the security risk is less than if you stored it on your own data center.
Okay.
Because you don't have to manage the security. They have a team of people, a highly professional team of people, constantly um, improving their security posture. They even use, they use people like White Hat to regularly try and find ways to break in.
Mm.
You know,
I'm assuming they use Linux or something other than Windows. Windows is a big security threat these days
I'm
by
wouldn't
Microsoft themselves and the NSA.
well, I wouldn't know what operating system you're using in behind. It is possible, in fact, probably very likely they use
Yeah,
some version of Linux,
yeah.
but not one of the standard ones that you know.
Mm.
It is
Oh,
more
okay.
likely that they
Yeah,
use a
a
highly
custom
optimized,
version. Yeah.
a very special version, yes, with a lot
Yep.
of things shut down.
Yep.
Okay, because they are, they minimize their available attack
Yep.
surface. Uh,
Ouch.
that's, I mean, it's their business to be secure.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? They are.
Okay.
They use, all of them now
They
use
have a good
two-factor.
track record. They
They
have
all
a good
use
track
two-factor
record.
authentication now. Um, and they provide, they don't, they outsource their major um, uh, authorization systems to companies that professionally provide authorization systems. So they're doing all the right things. All of these people, they're all doing basically the same thing, and
So no
they're
insider
it's
nonsense could happen either. It doesn't sound like
the level of effort it would take is far more than.
it's not what. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole point of cyber defense is to make gaining access more difficult and more challenging and more costly than the attempt is
What?
even
Yeah.
worth. Some sort of dedicated Unix variant, yes,
Yeah.
and it's there are several competing ones that are designed specifically for closing down security holes,
Mm-hmm.
and they leave damn little open for people to get in. So,
Yep.
let the experts do that system and just pay them the monthly fee and the hell with it.
Yep.
The likelihood of anybody getting into that is negligibly small. So it's actually orders of magnitude easier if you self-host for somebody to come in and hack it,
Ah.
because most companies don't have a dedicated security team, white box and black box testing their firewalls and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
and then paying White Hat to come in and see if they can find holes. Come on. You're having professional hacking company come in and attempt to hack your systems. I
Yep.
mean, that's what White Hat does. They are professional hackers. They are
Mm-hmm.
professional security
Yeah.
penetrators.
I've heard of them before.
Yep. And, they don't actually steal the data, but they find
Yep.
all the holes in your defenses for you
Mm-hmm.
and give you a report, and then it's up to you to fix it and then pay them to come back and try again.
Yep.
It's a pretty good business for them. They make a shit ton of money,
Yeah.
helping companies secure their infrastructure.
Yep. And
Uh,
they don't end up in jail
no, because they're paid to do
because
what
of
they're doing.
yeah. Yeah.
They're under
They,
contract to test the
yep.
system, and
Yep.
they are highly ethical people. So they may
Oh,
see,
obviously they are because they're doing this instead of using their skills to hack. So they have to have some level
well,
of ethics.
it would be possible for them, if they weren't such highly ethical people,
Yeah.
for them to actually take
Oh,
some
obvious.
information out and then sell it.
Yeah,
And
that's why
it's
I'm
like, oh,
saying
somebody else hacked it before you closed it.
that's why I'm saying they're
But no,
obviously
they
ethical.
are absolutely known to be very, very ethical. They never let any of the data go out, and they tell you,
Guys who like like getting into systems, like the idea of hacking, but don't like the legality of
Hmm.
busting in
And some of the
unauthorized
best hackers in the
government
world are in
systems.
White Hat.
Yeah.
Truly
Yeah.
phenomenally
When
technically savvy folks.
when such a group was made, of course, a bunch flocked to it. I
Yeah,
mean,
it,
it's either that or break the law.
yeah, and there's Black Hat, which is the
Yeah.
opposite,
Yeah.
um,
Exactly.
but yeah, White Hat is a bunch of people who enjoy the technical challenge of hacking into systems, but don't want the risk
Yeah.
of going to jail. So
Yeah.
what and so they started up a company where they
They can do it.
get paid to
Yeah.
professionally hack your system and tell
Yeah.
you all your security holes. And yep, they do that. And God bless them.
It's like the people paid to go into a prison as a criminal to break out, to try to break out, to test the security there.
Mhm.
You should volunteer for that, Philip.
No thanks.
Alrighty. In any case, I am very much out of time here tonight. So I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. And let's see. Kenny and Hans, thank you for joining me in joining us in the stream chat. And James, Shane, and Philip, thank you for joining me in the voice chat. Great having you guys along as always. So we will continue our journey tomorrow night, heading towards the carrier in a much more leisurely fashion, doing some exploration along the way since I'm not all that many jumps away from the carrier, and I can basically choose to get there at any point in time, which means I will probably arrive Friday night. And so we will extend the journey slightly by gaining some more exploration money here.
Yep.
So, in any case, like I said, we've run out of time for tonight, so we'll pick this up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trace for Justice, signing out.